Hello. So, I go in for an appointment tomorrow, well, multiple appointments tomorrow for the cancer. So I figured I would make a video explaining a little bit more about it because I didn't really say much. I don't even know if I actually said what kind of cancer, where the cancer is. So yes, it is cancer in my throat, jawbone area. So basically where it is like right here and like up into my throat inside there. Such bad angles. If you hear a lot of kicking, it's the baby. He's kicking inside of his pack and play. He likes to kick a lot. Building those muscles. So it's a tumor. Sorry, I'm reading notification on my phone. It's a tumor. If it weren't super gross, and if, come in, over here. Riley's trying to come say hi. Come over here then. If it weren't super gross, and if there were front flash on, my phone, I would show you inside of my mouth, where it actually is, but no thank you. So I had a picture. This is my mouth. So where this is this is the side. My nose ring right here. My nose ring right there. So that right there is where the tumor had started from. I'm not sure if you can really see because it's, you know, black and white, so it's kind of hard to see. But if you see on this side, there's no black hole, and then on this side, there is a black hole. Doctor thinks that when I got my wisdom teeth removed, because where it starts is from the jawbone area of where the wisdom tooth was, surgeon thinks that where the wisdom tooth was taken from, cells started to fill in where that space was, and or space is now since the wisdom tooth is gone. And from there, the tumor started growing outward and more into my mouth opposed to just inside that little fill-in, the little gap of where the tooth used to be. So you can see that there's a big ass hole, and on this side there's no hole. Yes. And that's just a normal x-ray. So like when you go to the dentist and get your teeth x-rayed, this is just a normal x-ray. So from here, he wanted to do a PET scan to see more, because obviously this is just an x-ray, just very normal x-ray. So he wanted to do a PET scan to see more about it, but my insurance denied a PET scan, so I got CT scan. And the difference between a PET scan and a CT scan, for those of you who don't know, because I did not know before all of this, a CT scan is your chest up, a PET scan is your head down. My insurance denied me because obviously that's a lot more expensive than a CT scan. My oral surgeon told me that a PET scan is a $5,000 study. PET scan, I'm assuming, is significantly cheaper. So my insurance was not interested in spending $5,000 on me. But so my oral surgeon told me that, because he still doesn't know exactly what it is, with the biopsy that I got from my surgeon in Lowell, the only reason this was even checked out, though it should have been years ago, is because I went in to get a tooth removed by the oral surgeon, that tooth right there, and he looked inside my mouth, saw the tumor, and he was like, we need to get a biopsy on that immediately. That is not okay. He sent the biopsy in to a pathologist, and the pathologist came back with results a week later that said that it was malignant, which means cancer, and what the results came back as was clear cell carcinoma. Not entirely sure of what that is. All I know is that it is a type of cancer. And from there, it was too rare. The tumor is still too rare to know exactly what it is. So there's 4 things that the doctor thinks that it could be, which I have a piece of paper that he typed up for me of the possibilities. He wrote differential diagnosis. Biopsy came back as clear cell carcinoma. One of the 4 things is odontogenic clear cell carcinoma, which means a malignant tooth tumor. But that would mean an infection in the tooth. And I still have not heard back. Like I said, I go in for an appointment tomorrow, multiple appointments tomorrow, to find out more. I go for like pre-op, whatever. I'll discuss that in a minute. But the odontogenic clear cell carcinoma would mean that there would have to have been a infection in the wisdom tooth that was removed, and just the infection wasn't resolved, and from there grew tumor and whatnot. But my oral surgeon does not believe that that's the reason. Clear cell variant of the mucoepidermoid carcinoma, which is what he feels like it could be. Which means, so it's mucoepidermoid carcinoma. It's common in this location and in my age group. There are 3 grades, low, intermediate, and high. The oral surgeon believes that it's low because I've had this tumor for 5 years and it hasn't quite progressed. Of course, when it started, it was very small, and it has gotten significantly bigger. I'm just an asshole and never got it checked out. Why, I don't know. Multiple doctors have seen it, and which my oral surgeon is pissed about. Multiple doctors have seen the tumor and have told me, I don't think it's cancerous. You should be fine. My oral surgeon thinks that it is a low grade, but he spoke with another surgeon, and that surgeon said that she thinks that it's high grade. But at this point, I mean, it would be a lot worse, and I would be in pain and whatever, but I'm not in any pain. The only time that it has really significantly and quickly progressed was in the 3rd trimester of pregnancy, and the doctor believes that it's because of like hormones and everything. I'm sorry for him. He's just chatty. He's just making noise. That's what he does. He's a baby. Number 2 still. Some mucoepidermoid carcinomas have clear cell features, which is what the biopsy came back as, clear cell carcinoma. Number 3, clear cell carcinoma of the minor salivary gland. Doctor wrote this is quite rare, but not impossible, or metastasis from somewhere else. So that means cancer spread. So if I had it in my kidney, so chatty. If I had it in my kidney and then spread it elsewhere, such as my mouth. But to my knowledge, I do not have cancer in my kidney, and the oral surgeon does not believe that I have cancer in my kidney as well. He said that I would be in some sort of pain, which I have not been in 5 years. And plus, my insurance didn't want to pay for the PET scan, so I guess we'll never know if I have cancer elsewhere. But again, he said that I would definitely feel something elsewhere. Something would be going wrong inside me elsewhere. So tomorrow, my appointment is at 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30? Or 9:30, 10, and 11? These don't even... I have a paper of what my appointments are, but they don't even state what time the appointments are. Oh, yes, they do. 9:30, 10:30, and 11. You okay? I'm going to take the baby over. Excuse him, he's naked right now. You want to come over? You want to come over? Ooh, come here. Look, I'm here. Got a baby. This is one of his spit up rags. You still looking at the TV? Or are you looking at the camera? Looks like you're looking at the camera. So, appointments for tomorrow. I go in for pre-op. So tomorrow I will find out when I'm going for surgery to get it removed. My surgeon told me that what we know for sure is that I'll be going in for surgery to get the tumor and jawbone removed and have the jawbone reconstructed. He'll be cutting my neck area, throat open. I'm assuming that he's going to have to go in over there because that's where the jawbone is. I will have a tracheotomy, so my dermal in my neck right there will be gone. He said that I can get it re-pierced though after the tracheotomy heals. It's only going to be a temporary tracheotomy. Thankfully, I could not live my life with a tracheotomy. Obviously, if it means no cancer, I could live with it. But do I want to? No. Steven keeps making fun of me and saying, you could use that voice thing. No. So I'll be going in for pre-op at 9:30. Yes, pre-op for 9:30. I'll be speaking to an anesthesiologist. And I'm sure just going over what will be done, I'm assuming. 10:30 I have an appointment to get my nose checked out. For those of you who actually do know more about me, I have not been able to smell out of my nose for the last like 6 years. And according to my my CT scan, it doesn't say that there's like cancer or anything in my nose. So that's good, but we still want to know why I can't smell. I forget why I'm going to that appointment besides my nose. He said something else. What are you looking at? Are you drooling? He's just playing with my hand. There's something else I need to do there that doesn't have to do with my nose. That obviously has to do with the surgery, but I'm not entirely sure what. And then I just go in for a follow-up appointment with my surgeon after, thankfully, Boston Medical, it's all like the same area. Everything that's colored and not gray is Boston Medical, BU. So yeah, that is what tomorrow pertains to. I'm sure Steven's a little excited because we're gonna do some Pokemon Go for those fellow nerds out there that enjoy it. Steven and I are very about it. We go raiding every weekend. We try and fit in a few raids during the week, but with him and with Steven working, it's obviously a little hard, but it's our weekend time. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? But Boston, there's a lot more stuff going on, so hopefully we can get some Pokemon. But yeah, so that's that. And Bebe will be going to Grandma Gail's tomorrow. And yeah, I will keep you posted and updated on what the surgeon and other doctors say in tomorrow's appointments. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Keep your negative remarks to yourself. Enjoy your day.